Most men are afraid of being alone, not because they hate silence, but because silence exposes who they really are. Miyamoto Musashi chose isolation on purpose, and that single decision made him unbeatable. This video is not about loneliness. It's about why weak men avoid isolation, and why strong men are forged inside it. Look around today. People fill every second with noise, music, screens, conversations that mean nothing. Silence feels uncomfortable now. But Musashi lived most of his life alone. Not accidentally. Not because he was broken. He chose it. The question is not why Musashi isolated himself. The real question is, why don't you? Who Miyamoto Musashi really was. Miyamoto Musashi lived in 17th century Japan. He fought more than 60 duels. He never lost. But his greatest victories didn't happen on battlefields. They happened alone, in mountains, caves, small, empty rooms. While other warriors sought recognition, Musashi walked away from society again and again. Not because he hated people, because he understood something most men never realize. Your environment shapes your mind. Why modern men fear isolation. Isolation terrifies modern men. Not because it's painful, but because it removes distraction. When you're alone, there's no validation, no outside opinions, no applause, no one to blame, just you and your thoughts. Most men don't fear being alone. They fear meeting the version of themselves they've been avoiding. Musashi's first truth: noise makes you weak. Musashi believed constant interaction weakens clarity. When you are always surrounded by people, your mind becomes reactive. You speak before thinking. You absorb opinions that aren't yours. You lose the ability to hear your inner voice. Isolation removes that noise. It gives your mind room to sharpen instead of scatter. That's why Musashi didn't just practice fighting. He practiced distance. The difference between loneliness and isolation. Most people confuse loneliness with isolation. They are not the same. Loneliness is weakness. Isolation is discipline. Loneliness says, I need someone to feel complete. Isolation says, I don't need anyone to face myself. Musashi wasn't escaping the world. He was preparing to dominate it. The cave years, transformation phase. Later in life, Musashi lived alone in a cave called Reigando. No comfort, no audience, no praise. In that cave, he wrote the Book of 5 Rings, a manual not just for combat, but for life. Only a man who has mastered himself can sit in silence, without needing escape. Isolation didn't weaken Musashi. It purified him. Why weak men cannot handle isolation. Weak men avoid isolation because it exposes bad habits. It reveals addictions. It forces responsibility. It removes excuses. When there is no one around, there's no one to impress, and no one to hide behind. That's why isolation feels unbearable at first. It strips your identity down to the truth. If you stay long enough, something changes. Your thoughts slow down. Your reactions quiet. Your discipline strengthens. You stop chasing attention. You stop explaining yourself. You stop seeking approval. Isolation gives you something rare. Self-command. You don't need a cave. Start smaller. 1 hour per day, without your phone. Silent walks. Training alone. Writing without music. Learning without entertainment. At first, your mind will resist. That resistance is weakness leaving the body. Musashi didn't become strong because he isolated himself. He isolated himself because he wanted to become strong. Most men chase noise and wonder why they feel lost. Strong men choose isolation and build direction from within. The question isn't whether isolation works. The question is, are you disciplined enough to face it? This is Discipline Sanctuary, a place where comfort is removed, so strength can be built. Subscribe, not for entertainment, but for transformation.